attorney. Start with the jury. Go ahead. I'm sorry, the very top sentence there. With respect.
With respect to the sentence of the defendant, Jason Chen, on count 1 of presentment 315228, we, the jury, do unanimously find the following statutory aggravating circumstances beyond a reasonable doubt, in that the murder was especially heinous, atrocious, or cruel, and that it involved torture or serious physical abuse beyond that necessary to produce death, and do unanimously agree that the defendant's sentence shall be life imprisonment without the possibility of parole.
Please maintain quorum. Thank you. Our jurors, if this is your individual verdict, please still indicate by raising your right hand. The record should indicate that all right hands are raised. You've established further polling of the jury.
No, Your Honor. No, Your Honor.
Okay. Sit down. Jurors, this concludes your service. It may seem like 2 years ago that we first met, only 2 weeks ago. As you can tell, this is a very important case for both sides in this community. On behalf of everyone here in Hamilton County, please accept my sincere gratitude for the sacrifice that you have made away from your life to be part of this. You're going to be taken back to the jury room. Sometimes the attorneys like getting feedback of what they could have done better next time, what's important to you. You don't have to talk to them if you don't want to. I know they appreciate it. I'll be back there momentarily myself. We're going to brief you on what comes next. But again, with my sincere gratitude, you may step into the jury room.
No emotion from Jason Chen as he learns his fate, and we heard those claps, no doubt, from Jasmine Pace's family there in the gallery as they hear that he is getting the stiffest penalty that he could have gotten in this trial, and that's life in prison without the possibility of parole, despite his defense team trying to ask for him to get that opportunity after 50 years. When this man who was 22 years old when he killed Jasmine, he would be 72 years old. They're going over the housekeeping things that happens after a sentencing, but I want to get reaction from our guests who are here in studio. Marie Pereira, former prosecutor and criminal defense attorney, and also national trial attorney Michael Jaffer with us remotely. Marie, your reaction to the jury's decision?
I think the jurors got it right. And I think the fact that his attorney said it doesn't matter how you die. I've spoken to hundreds of victims' families, and the fact that she was stabbed 61 times or maybe 1 time shouldn't even matter. You know what? It does matter, because they said it right there. The way she died, he tortured her, and he went above and beyond what needed to be done to take her life. So yes, life in prison without a possibility of parole.
Michael Jaffer, is this a without parole case? Or should the jury have come back with an opportunity, not that he would get out necessarily in 50 years, but at least an opportunity to go before the parole board, especially given his young age?
I hate the extremeness of these life without parole for somebody that young, but at the same time, his victim was younger. This is better than lethal injection, which they would do in Tennessee. It's sad. Ask me in 50 years, I might change my mind if I'm still alive, but at the end of the day, right now, it seems just, he really tortured her. I mean, she's somebody's daughter, she's somebody's sister, she's somebody's friend. I think it was just, I have a somber tone because at the end of the day, there's no winners in this, just losers, and it's gonna suck. But again, for him, it's better than lethal injection, so I'll go with it.
Yeah, really no winners. At any rate, we have seen the family members on both sides come into this courtroom and share their hearts. What stands out to me, the father of Jasmine Pace saying, we never get grandchildren. He took our grandchildren because she never even got a chance to get to that point. She was 22. She had so much life ahead of her, Marie. And for them, this has got to be even more difficult, not just, as you mentioned, the way that she died, but that initially they had to go and do their own investigative work to point the finger at Jason Chen as the defendant.
Because he went through a lot of steps to hide it. He was answering text messages from her phone to pretend she was still alive. I mean, who does that? And this was literally a day after her grandmother died. They lost so many people in their family through accident, natural death, tragedy, and then to lose her. And really, all the witnesses, even the one that put 61 stones in a jar on the stand to say this is how many times he stabbed her, and they described what she looked like in the coffin. They did a great job explaining to the judge what he took from them. Unlike his mother, who came on crying and saying, let my son go, basically give him a life, and not even acknowledging what he did.
Oh, no remorse is what the victim's family says they have seen from Jason Chen, and we didn't really see any reaction from him learning that life in prison without parole is his punishment.